Yo, what's going on, guys? It is FoxyDude98 here, and welcome back to another last question mark challenge for you guys today here on my channel. This weekend is the British Grand Prix. In fact, we've got qualifying in just under an hour's time now. So I'm recording this just before qualifying, so then whilst I'm watching quali, this video can render. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here as well. And for today's last question mark challenge, we're doing it over the homegrown favourite, Lewis Hamilton, who is also my favourite driver in Formula 1. So it's nice to do a video around Lewis Hamilton. So of course the British crowd are going to be cheering me on all the way, and hopefully we can get a strong result, obviously starting from last place. So as you can see then on the grids here, and we're going to be starting on the soft tyres, but I did actually realise that come the end of the race it is actually going to start to turn a bit British and a bit wet. So I decided to switch my strategy, and I'm going to go into the medium compound tyres, and I'm going to try and stretch these mediums to that wet weather period. If we can't get them there, it's kind of a gamble, really. But anyway, we're on the grid here now for this British Grand Prix. We've got 5 red lights here, and it is lights out. There we go here for the British Grand Prix. But a good start from Vettel on pole position there. Valtteri Bottas getting a good start as well. But on the back here, we get past both the Saubers and also the Renault. Oh, I believe that's Jolyon Palmer. No, it's Nico Hulkenberg. And then we're attacking one of the random Primas because I put them in because I can. And now we're going to go down the inside of another Renault, another Prima, another McLaren, and another Toro Rosso there. So making loads of places off the start. And we're not done yet, as we're going to go down the inside of a Haas driver as well now here. Of, I believe that is Romain Grosjean there. So that's a very great overtake. So making some strong places up already now as we're attacking Gutierrez, Ocon, Alonso, and also Kvyat there. As we go nearly 4 wide now here down the straight and braking nice and late. We're going to take a lot of positions here. And we are literally just flying through the field. That's Gutierrez there that spun in the background. So bad luck there from Gutierrez now as we look further up the grid here to see what's going on, who's out front, who's doing what here. We've got a fight actually between Vettel and Ricciardo, and Bottas is hiding in behind there to wait for his opportunity to come on through. And Ricciardo and Vettel still fighting here. Verstappen now on the back of them here, but luckily for Bottas anyway, my teammate Verstappen doesn't get past him as they go through Maggots and Beckett's now. Will Bottas make a move here? Probably not. He'll have to wait till the straight to make that one work, and he should probably get in front here with that straight line at speed OP from the Mercedes. And as you can see, that is exactly what's happening here. We've got Ricciardo going for a move on Vettel, and then Bottas is going to move over to the other side of the circuit, down the inside here into Stowe corner, and he makes that one second. Verstappen there sneaks it down the inside of both Vettel and Ricciardo. A fantastic double overtake there from Verstappen. Just look at Ricciardo getting right up next to Vettel's rear end. And anyway, as you can see then, we've got Massa, Raikkonen, Bottas, not Bottas, Stroll, and then also Sergio Perez, and then there's me behind now. So very, very wide there on the exit, losing the back end of the car on the end of the first lap now. And we come flying through once again. We've got Bottas there, Verstappen, Vettel, Ricciardo, Stroll, Raikkonen, and then we've got myself attacking Ocon. We are going to go down the inside here of the Pink Panther of Esteban Ocon, make that one stick, and then we're going to attack Massa as well. Same complex of corners that we did on the first lap, and we're through in front of Massa. Next up the road is Kimi Raikkonen in the Ferrari, and we'll look to try and get past him as we start flying here. It is certainly hammer time in this Grand Prix for us, and that's exactly what we are doing right now as we brake nice and late in towards Luffield. And now we're trying to attack Kimi, and then we've got Stroll, Ricciardo, and Vettel. So all is good for us now in this Grand Prix. We come down the old pit straight here, putting the car into rich fuel mixture here. We've got a great run on Kimi Raikkonen actually. We might just fancy a little run here into Copse corner. We're going to brake nice and late on Kimi, but we've actually tapped him there and gone sideways into Copse corner. So very bad overtake there from myself. Well, I didn't make the overtake stick. I tried it, but unfortunately I just didn't quite execute the move well enough. And now through Maggots and Beckett's again, very bad through here. So I'm just trying to suss out a line here because they were going very slowly. It's not really helped me out, unfortunately. We're actually now under pressure from Felipe Massa behind here, and hopefully he doesn't get past us now, because we've got lots of drivers trying to slip through each other here. Stroll going to go flying through here. The Canadian doing a fantastic job as Raikkonen now goes down the inside of Sebastian Vettel here, but Vettel fights back on Daniel Ricciardo, and here is it from my front wing POV as we go down the inside of literally all of them here into the Vale chicane. Now we are going to leave some space for Vettel because I just couldn't get that move done on Seb, and now as you can see here into the final corner now, round we go, and across the start finish line here it is Vettel as we lose the back end again then as we come out the exit of the corner. Just lost it ever so slightly and then went off track to try and correct it. Vettel now in front of myself, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Massa, and also Perez here, as you can see us flying through now. And we should be okay from the threat of Kimi for the time being. But we're going to have to wait, though, because there is a DRS zone coming up. However, luckily for me, I have actually managed to stay in the 1 second window of Sebastian Vettel for some DRS. And despite them getting the slipstream and the DRS and the tow behind me, I've got a great slipstream and tow on Sebastian Vettel. So all is well for me as I'm managing to maintain my position currently in P5 as Bottas pulls away, Verstappen second, Stroll third, Vettel 4th, and then myself here in 5th now, as we look to try and hunt down Sebastian here. And that's exactly what we're going to do now, as we get a good run on Sebastian here through this old pit straight now towards Copse Corner. We're actually going to pull out, try and do what we did on Kimi Räikkönen, but failed to do so. But this time we made the move much cleaner there, and in through Copse Corner we go, and we get that move stuck. We've actually left Vettel to dry here, and Ricciardo's going to fancy his run as well, and Ricciardo does get through there on Sebastian Vettel. So Vettel dropping places here as we look further back with Felipe Massa onto it. Onto lap 5 of the Grand Prix now, and we started to pull away a little bit, and we're trying to catch after Lance Stroll, who is in the lead of the Grand Prix after Bottas and also Max Verstappen have made their pit stops. However, behind me, Daniel Ricciardo is all fired up here in this British Grand Prix, and he's looking to attack me now, and you can see it right here. Ricciardo is all over the back of me now, and coming towards Luffield Corner. Will he make this move stick down this Wellington Straight? No, it's not going to work for him, unfortunately. We're going to keep the inside line, and we defend nicely from Daniel, and we can stay in front of him for the time being as we look to try and continue to press on after Lance Stroll. And this is not helping us that Ricciardo is getting near us, but I'm listening to my engineers. We go very wide there on the old pit straight, coming towards Copse Corner now. I've been listening to my engineers. We go extremely wide there, losing a lot of time, and Ricciardo all over the back of us now, coming towards Magnus and Beckett. He might just go for it here, but luckily for me, there's just no room to go for it here. But my engineer's been telling me that the rain is on its way. It's in a couple of minutes' time. So at the moment, it's all about defending against Ricciardo and waiting for that wet weather period. As you can see now, flying through here, Ricciardo with a fantastic run on us. But for some reason, he's not actually going for the move here. He's got plenty of opportunity to get round, but luckily, somehow we managed to stay in front of him. So we'll take that there against Daniel Ricciardo. And as you can see, he actually comes into the pits. And just a quick notice for everybody, if you get under attack there on that straight, and the driver behind you is coming into the pits, they don't actually go for the overtake. Quite weird programming there, but nevertheless, we're going to carry onwards though, because we are on the medium tyres, and now it's about, can we get these medium tyres to this potential wet weather period, and will it actually rain? On to lap 7 of the Grand Prix now, and you can definitely see how the conditions have changed as they are much gloomier, and Bottas there has actually pitted for a second set of softs, so he's doing something completely different. On to lap 8 of the Grand Prix now. Tyre wear is on 62%, but it's just not raining yet. It hasn't started, and I'm going to keep staying out, and I'm just going to risk it at this point in the race because I wasn't anywhere near Verstappen or Stroll. In fact, I was thinking about it actually, because Bottas pitted for a set of softs. I would have only been like 4 seconds maybe off Verstappen, so I'm taking a very big risk staying out here. On to lap 9 of the Grand Prix now, and the rain has fallen, and you can see it's actually now starting to dribble on my screen, and we are now literally struggling here, and listening to the tyre status, Jeff isn't really giving me much information, and we've got 66% tyre wear, so it's now or never for this wet weather period to arrive. But into Stowe Corner, struggling massively here to get the car slowed down. Alternate strategy coming in from Jeff. We can't actually do it. We're sliding all over the place here, completely cutting the entrance into the pits, and you just saw it there. Jeff gave me the strategy to come into the pits for a set of intermediate tyres. That means that the strategy to start on the mediums and hope for this rain to potentially fall has helped us brilliantly. And this is like this reminds me of the 2015 British Grand Prix when Lewis Hamilton came in on the exact point on lap 42, I think it was, for a set of intermediate tyres, and it was literally the perfect time. And of course, Nico stayed out for an extra lap, and it cost him like 10 seconds or something ridiculous like that. So we've done exactly that, and we are going to be coming out here of this pit lane. I mean, it goes on forever. I mean, you might as well go get a cup of coffee while you watch someone going out of the pits, because it takes literally that long. And as you can see now, coming out of the pits here, we are in a comfortable P1, sliding a little bit there on the exit as we get used to these intermediate conditions. But we're out with a lot of clean air in this Grand Prix here on lap 10, and Verstappen and Stroll make their pits and stops as well to go on to the intermediate tyres. And I do believe you might see it, yeah, there, Carlos Sainz had to stay out, unfortunately, so he's going to lose loads of time there as we lose the back end ever so slightly as we just start to try and get used towards these conditions as Bottas pits. And on to the final lap of the Grand Prix then. Nothing else much happened. We managed to do a very good job today. Some great battles at the start of the Grand Prix, and then it was all about strategy for me in this race. That was all I was focusing on, and today it worked out an absolute treat. And round the Vale, into the Vale chicane we go now. And this has been a perfect result. Bottas, my teammate, retired at the very end of the Grand Prix. But the last to first challenge, or last to question mark challenge, has been completed here in front of our home crowd. Fantastic job there from us today. We definitely worked that around the strategy, and we basically begged that rain fell. And I honestly didn't think it was going to fall. It just wasn't falling. And I was thinking, I'm going to have to make a pit stop to soft tyres and literally screw myself over. But luckily, it did manage to fall, and we managed to keep the medium tyres intact all the way up until that point there. Sebastian Vettel actually overtook Lance Stroll at some point as well to claim third place. So the podium positions were indeed, as we see, Jordan Verline. Great name there. Great name. It's about it's not that with his Audi suit and a Jaguar helmet, because why not? Anyway, as you can see then, we have got the full grid, or the full podium now, coming out here. So Hamilton wins the Grand Prix, which was what I was driving as, obviously. Max Verstappen second, Vettel third. Could this be what the British Grand Prix is like this weekend? Who knows? You know, anything could happen in the race. Could Lewis take the win? Could Verstappen get involved? All to play really for the British Grand Prix this weekend. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's Last to Question Mark challenge. Thanks ever so much for the support. You guys seem to really like this little mini series that we're doing, so we're going to keep it going until F1 2017 comes out. And yeah, don't forget to click the like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and I'll see you guys for another video very, very soon. Take care all. Thanks for watching. Peace.